Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Major happening, folks. It's happening. The supposed Democrat margin of victory continues to recede in the most important races across the nation, and Republican candidates are surging by incredible numbers. This is what I keep telling you guys: if these pollsters are supposedly so accurate, if the polls 2, 3, 4 months out of the election are supposed to be taken seriously, then why is it that they're so incredibly flaky, volatile, that they can be showing Democrat margins of victory of 5 to 10 points, and then the whole thing flips on its head, reverses, and Republican candidates start surging and winning by the exact same margins? Well, friends, it's just as CNN and the New York Times has been reporting. The same mistakes from the 2016 and the 2020 election still haven't been fixed, and Republicans are much more ahead than you think they are. And we're starting to already see a little glimpse of it. I don't even think we're close to what the true end result is going to be, at least in some states. But probably the biggest story that nobody seems to be covering is what's happening in the state of Nevada, a state that's been considered lean Democrat. Some people even say it's been a safe Democrat state over the last however many election cycles. Well, folks, it seems like the state of Nevada is officially, or has officially, gone red. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here as Republicans surge basically across the board. Many of the predictions that myself and many other of my colleagues, my YouTube friends, other polling analysts, and political commentators have been making, let me show you what has these leftoids shaking in their boots. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so it seems like the state of Nevada is going red, and by a significant margin. Robert C. Cahaly from the Trafalgar Group just posted this poll right over here. New independent Trafalgar Group Nevada Senate poll. The Republican candidate, Adam Laxalt, now leads Catherine Cortez Masto by a whopping 4 percentage points. This is a huge lead. And again, we still don't know where undecideds are going to split. We don't know what actual voter turnout is going to be on the day, but it's likely to benefit Republicans. And really, who would have seen Republicans winning in the state of Nevada 2 years out from the 2020 election by such a significant margin? In 2020, Joe Biden won the state by 3 percentage points, and it seems like we're seeing a flip where the Republican candidate could possibly win by maybe 4 to 6 percentage points, meaning a whopping 6 to 7, maybe even 8% flip. Of course, we don't have the actual results, we don't know what's going to really happen, but that's significant, folks, and what it could possibly be is foreshadowing to what the future holds. There is an incredible opportunity for the GOP to start taking advantage and making serious gains in a lot of these toss-up or lean Democrat states and districts. There's an open door. The door is wide open. The Republican Party just has to walk through it and do their darndest to not Lindsey Graham the whole situation, not screw the whole thing up. The simple fact of the matter here is, folks, another state flips. It seems like the state of Georgia flipped blue for 1 election cycles, and then to add on top of that, it seems like the state of Georgia flipped for 1 election cycle. Democrats were overjoyed as the state of Georgia goes blue. Not exactly long-lasting, as it seems Georgia's back to its Republican stronghold state. Maybe not Republican stronghold, but you get what I mean. Republicans are dominating across the board. And then to add insult to injury for the Democrats, we go to the state of Arizona, another place where Democrats were incredibly hopeful. Well, not so fast, leftoids. They kept telling us how Kari Lake is an extreme Republican who's unelectable. Well, folks, a poll just dropped from Data for Progress. This is a Democrat-funded and conducted poll showing Kari Lake leading with 51% of the vote. If a Democrat poll is showing us that not only is Kari Lake leading, but she has a majority support at 51% over absolute clown Katie Hobbs, well then what do you think that means? It means Arizona is very likely, most likely, going to vote Republican across the board, and it seems like another massive L for the Democrats. All the hopium and copium has served nothing. It seems like Kari Lake is in fact electable. It seems as though they're not making the inroads that they thought they were in these most pivotal races, and it seems like the blue wave was actually a blue mirage, and we're seeing it across the board. Democrats were incredibly hopeful that they were going to take back the state of Ohio and that J.D. Vance was trailing. J.D. Vance is now destroying his Democrat opponent, and we've been seeing the same thing in Wisconsin, a state that's notoriously hard to poll. Democrats have been trying to convince us that Mandela Barnes is slated to beat Ron Johnson. I mean, he's ahead of the polls. Well, not so fast, leftoids. Once again, the most recent Wisconsin poll poll conducted by Emerson College shows Ron Johnson surging like a damn rocket ahead of Mandela Barnes with a +4 lead at 48 to 44. It's everywhere you look, friends. Everywhere you look, Republicans are gaining massive leads. We've got an On Message Inc./NRCS poll also showing Ron Johnson leading by 4 percentage points, 49% to 45. In every single state, we are seeing a massive shift. As you guys are keenly aware, if Republicans plan on winning the Senate, they need to win 5 out of the 8 toss-up races. Well, so far it looks like Ron Johnson is winning, JD Vance is winning, Herschel Walker seems to be winning his race, Ted Budd is on pace to win in North Carolina, and now we're seeing Nevada flipping red. That's already 5 projected victories that even Real Clear Politics in their projection is giving to the Republican Party, meaning Republicans are currently on pace to win 51 seats in the Senate, and then add on top of that Blake Masters is surging in Arizona, possibly making it 52 seats, and even Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania might pull off an upset victory. 51, 52 seats, possibly even 53 seats if it's an absolute red wave sweep. And so this narrative that we keep seeing from Democrats, I mean, I've seen it all over Twitter. Republicans are most likely going to win a small majority in the House, but Democrats are going to retain the Senate, is nothing but copium. Republicans are surging across the board. States are flipping. Districts are flipping. And Republicans are poised to extend their lead ahead of Election Day and most likely or possibly significantly overperform the current polling averages. What we are currently looking at, folks, at least from my perspective based on my analysis, is a Republican majority in the House and a Republican majority in the Senate. And you know what that means? That renders Joe Biden a lame duck president. His legacy will be the Biden recession, Bidenflation, his Afghanistan withdrawal, his foreign policy failures, and the weakening of the petrodollar, and almost nothing when it comes to significant legislative victories. In other words, best case scenario, and also a nightmare scenario for the Democrats and the hopium copium vote blue no matter who Democrat crowd. And I mean, just honestly think about it. The hubris of these leftoids to assume that they're going to score a massive election victory with this guy as their president.
But the truth is, there's a lot more Republicans out there taking credit for the new bridges and those buildings that are collapsing.
It's just not going to happen, folks. He's a massive disaster. He's a lame duck, and he's most likely going to become more of a lame duck. And the idea that he's going to see any gains in the House during his first term is extremely unlikely. And if I was a betting man, I would not advise putting my money on Joe Biden and the failed Democrat establishment. But of course, that's just speculation, folks. We'll have to see how this whole thing materializes. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated the entire way. That's what I got for you on this one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.